More details continue to emerge about former Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore being fired, but how's the latest scandal coming out of Ann Arbor affecting this Michigan brand? So Amani Toomer was a Wolverine football legend from 1992 to 1995, and he's on to talk about the Michigan athletics program being in the news again for wrong reasons. Toom, appreciate you hopping on with us, man. Let's get straight to this because aside from the firing, we're seeing all types of reports coming out that Moore was being in IG models' DMs. He was suicidal. It's just been a lot in this news cycle. So I'm sure you've spoken with some of your former teammates and Michigan alum. What's been your and some of your former Wolverines' reaction to all the news that continues to break?
I just feel like the edict at Michigan is nobody's bigger than the team, the team, the team, the team. And no matter who you are, no matter what job you hold, if you embarrass that team or you do something that, threatens that brand, as much as I love the coach, as much as I appreciate his fire and all this stuff, you're a leader of young men, and you're supposed to set an example at one of the finest universities in the land. And this type of thing happens. It's unfortunate, but it's business. You can't affect that brand in this way, and I don't think there's any other way that it can happen. Timing be damned. It's just you can't have this type of thing to embarrass this program.
Without a doubt, the business side of it, everyone is justifying the firing from the business side of it, him breaking the rules. But there are a lot of reports out there saying that a lot of people within the university knew about this affair months ago. They lost to Ohio State, and that ended their chances of going to the college football playoffs. So you think this is a little dodgy move here in terms of, do you think Michigan would have made this move if the team was preparing for a college football playoff semifinal right now? Or does it feel like the timing of all this is convenient?
Well, I played for a coach in Gary Moeller, and we went 8-4 for a couple years, like 2 years in a row. And he had a similar, not a situation where the law was involved, and it was just one of those things where it just had to happen. In this situation, when the law is involved, when there's these types of relationships, I don't really know. I don't want to know. All I know is that it makes the program look bad. I don't want to pile on. I know the pressure that is in that situation, and I don't know if he was the first option for a lot of the Michigan alumni, but I felt like he did a good job for the majority. I don't think this year's team was as competitive as teams in years past in terms of the talent level with a freshman quarterback. I think he did a fine job. I mean, he beat Alabama and Ohio State in the same year. I don't care who you are. That is impressive. But when you stumble like this and you open yourself up for to embarrassing the program, I just don't think there's anything else that possibly could have happened.
Yeah, let's go even deeper on embarrassing the program, because I feel like for the past, 3 to 4 years, there's been some sort of scandal or bad publicity coming out of Ann Arbor. The president, the AD, Harbaugh, sign stealing, and now Sherrone Moore. I feel like the brand is tainted, Toom. No disrespect to your alma mater, but are you worried that there is a culture problem going on at Michigan right now?
I don't think so. I think that one of the things about the program is that it's going to be as transparent as possible. I think if there is a thing, some other schools would sweep it under the rug. Ann Arbor is going to try, and in Michigan, they're going to try and be Michigan men and stand up to their mistakes, and they'll let it all out. They don't hide things. They're not, and if they get caught, they get caught, and they deal with the consequences. That's kind of part of being a Michigan man. So I feel like because of that fact, some of the shortcomings that happen in most college football programs that ordinarily would be swept under the rug, especially with some of the money that's involved. And, we all know about college football and its finances. I just feel like that is one of the reasons that Michigan is taking on this stuff. But I feel like if you really dug down deep into most college football programs, I'm not trying to say everybody is doing it, but I think that, college football is not this rosy, utopia of ethics. I mean, you could look at what happened to one of the college football playoff teams now in Ole Miss. That's just a whole scenario that's a mess. Not to say, the whataboutism or anything like that, but I just feel like college football in itself needs to really look at itself in the mirror and say what kind of, what they really want to project. I mean, honestly, because as you look at what the major goal of college football is to take young men and create them into productive members of society. I feel like on all fronts, it's really not the cleanest organization as it is.
I feel like that used to be the model or the goal of college football, taking these young men and taking these boys and making them into men. Now I feel like it's just about the money game. How much money can I pay this kid? How much money can we get out of this kid? And we talk about a program that's now under scrutiny again. What do you think they're going to do about hiring a new permanent head coach? Do you think they're going to stay within in-house? Or is there someone out there that you may want them to go and target to come back in and restore Michigan's dominance or just overall prestige?
I don't think the prestige of the program can be, I mean, maybe just because I'm a Michigan man, but I don't think the prestige of the program is really at fault here. I mean, I think there are people in powerful positions and absolute power, absolutely, and absolutely there's people that taking shortcuts and they've had they had their day and they've embarrassed the program. But the program itself, I feel like, it's put out a lot of great players, their graduation rate is really high. I feel like it's a program that like any organization, there's going to be some bad apples, but I don't know. I just feel like I feel like they do a better job of preparing people for life after football than most programs, even in this very competitive, financially based situation that college football is in right now.
All right. Well, Toom, you look busy, man. It looks cold out there, bro. Get a scarf. Get a scarf or something, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro, for hopping on with us.
Hey, anything for you, Brandon.